What is up, guys? We back and we're looking at some more methods to make some percussion for your Psytrance tracks. Let's have a look. So today we're going to be looking at making a hi-hat pattern, and I'm going to be showing you a technique I call the sneaky hi-hat technique, and you'll see why in a moment. So the basis of the technique is you just load up a bunch of random closed hi-hat sounds. Let's go through our samples over here and find, let's say, like 6 or however many there are here. Just drag them all here. We want to make sure while we're dragging these across and dropping them down onto the groove agent that we drop it at the bottom here of the pad, and you'll see there's 3 light up little squares. What that means is it's going to progressively arrange these samples to the grid. So that just makes it a lot easier. Cool. So now what we want to do is, let's just remove this that we created last time, and let's solo this over here. And we want to add this Apache over here, Apache number 5, and we want to set play order to random. And what that's going to do is it's going to randomly trigger the sounds from the notes in the sampler that we're holding down. And the idea is that if you're holding, for example, down like 3 different keys, it's going to jump between those 3 and not trigger 2 at the same time. So the idea is what we want to do is we want to make a MIDI clip, and we want to, let's say, for example, we want to put notes in for each of the samples that we loaded up. So let's just put in these, and then let's hear what it sounds like. So you'll quickly pick up that there's a couple of samples in there that don't really sound so great. So what you want to do is you want to find out which ones those are and replace them with other ones in your collection. That's the guy. Now we can export a bar of that and hear what it sounds like over the bass. But the idea now is, once we've exported it, is to find the best sort of 2 or 4 bar pattern, or maybe even 1 bar pattern, and then just loop that, because that's going to create that repetitive rhythm that's going to create that moving effect that you sort of need for dance music. Cool, that's sounding pretty awesome. I'm going to slap some EQ to high pass these hi-hats off a little bit, just because I find that they're interacting quite a bit with the low end of the track. I also like to use sidechain on my hi-hats, but ever so slightly. I won't use it to the sort of extent that I do with, for example, like the bass, but I'll still use it just to sort of create some sort of movement in the amplitude of the sound. what I'll do is I'll add in my open hi-hat, and we'll sequence it as I'm sure most of you guys already know, the sort of offbeat 1/4 timing. And I'll make sure to high pass EQ it as well. With my open hi-hats, I like to sort of drag them quite short and change the shape of the fade out tail to this rounded one over here. You can obviously use any one, but for my taste I kind of prefer the rounded one. Let's hear how this sounds. That's just another technique that I use to create percussion loops, and join us next time and we'll have a look at some more. If you like what I do, please consider going to my Patreon and supporting me. Then you get access to some of the sounds that I create, as well as early access to the videos before I post them. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button to be notified as soon as I post my new videos. See you guys next time.